Hello again, welcome back to What Once Was. Sorry I've been away for a little while. Been busy, but I am back and I have been yard sailing and just wanted to run down some items for you here. Tuesday Taylor here, and you can tell it's Tuesday Taylor because she has this, her crown is cut and the top of her head spins around and that you can change her hair color that way. And she's not very modest, unfortunately. Fingers are intact. Breasts are intact. That's important to look out for with dolls. Eyelashes are rooted and intact. But I paid $2 for her, and she's probably worth about maybe 12. Incomplete. Tuesday Taylor doesn't go for very much, even though this one is in really good condition. There's also a black Tuesday Taylor that does better than this one. Cameo Cupie. She works. Cameo Cupie is probably worth about $15. I paid $2 for her also. Cupies have really gone down in value, and you see she's got a couple of spots here. They can be cleaned out, but it's difficult when they have these discolorations that are in the plastic. But as I was saying, Cupie has gone down in value a lot ever since the internet, basically. Supply became more than demand, and the value has gone down considerably unless they're very old. Vintage Perfection in the box, complete, and it really looks unused. The flap is open. I did open and take a look at it, and the box is not torn anywhere. But I looked at it. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. Probably worth about 30 or more. Nordic Ware Bunt Pan, Cake Pan. When you go, and I know you see these a lot at thrift stores and yard sales. I paid $1 for this, by the way. But when you go to yard sales and thrift stores, when you find heavy ones, thick metal ones like this, not the really thin aluminum looking ones, the thick ones are worth something. So $1 for this, and assuming it's used, even though it looks like it's never been used, it's super clean. Assuming it's used even, you can still get 20 for it. These are real expensive new. Always keep an eye out for them if they're the heavy metal. Oh, and by the way, Perfection was $2. I think I skipped it. Wizard of Oz Tin Litho 75th Anniversary Music Box. And it works. Plays over the rainbow. Boo. Dorothy. It really looks fairly new. And she was also $1. And Dorothy is probably worth about 25. There's another version, another set of these made by Danbury Mint that's worth a lot more. Wish I could have found that, but I got her and that's fine. Oil paint by number Gallery 3s by Craftmaster, and these are from 1978, and as you can see they are factory sealed. $1 a piece for the old Craftmaster paint by numbers, and they will probably get me at least 15 a piece. Batman and Robin, Mr. Freeze, aka Arnold Schwarzenegger, Power Talker, mint in the box, sealed in the box. I actually paid $5 for that. I just went ahead and took a crack at it for $5. I really don't expect to get more than 20 for it. Batman and Robin, very campy movie. They produced a lot of stuff, and even though there's really none of these available right now, there's a ton of Darth Vader ones on the internet for sale, but I don't see this one. But I'm going to assume about 20 just to be safe. Imaginext Superheroes, and they're in really clean, nice condition. Assortment of figures, including Bane, the Joker's little hideout there.
The joke's on you, Batman.
Certainly is. And Two-Face's van, and I paid $4 for the lot, and it will probably get me about 25 as a box lot. $2 a piece for DVDs, and I try not to spend a lot on DVDs because most of the time when you find them they're new, but as you can see these are all factory sealed. These are brand new, sealed condition, and they're good films actually. These are all really good classics. Great Escape, Harry Met Sally, How to Steal a Million. James Stewart and Harvey. They're probably worth about $12 a piece sealed. These and the How to Steal a Million. I know there's some glare there coming from the window. How to Steal a Million is probably worth about $15. Moving right along. This one will throw you. Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler. Vintage edition. This is a 1941 edition, which means that it is the annotated edition, which means it is complete. English. This is the English version. There are earlier versions from the 30s, but they're incomplete. It's almost half this book. I paid $1 for this, but a vintage 1941 annotated translation of Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler, which, if you study World War II or if you are a philosophy major, this is a good book to have, actually. Vintage Mein Kampf, 60 and up. It could, and the condition is really good. If a collector really recognizes the condition, it could get as much as $100. That's a good find. That's a really good find. Barbie Doll. $2 for Barbie. A lot to say about her, actually, because a lot of people don't know anything about vintage Barbies. I actually do. This is, and I'm going to tell you a few things to watch out for on these dolls too when you're collecting them. First of all, it says Midge on her behind, but it's not Midge. Just because it says Midge doesn't mean it is. No matter what you read on the back of the Barbie doll, sometimes it doesn't mean what you think it means. This is actually a mod. This is mod Barbie Brunette. Watch out for eyelashes. I'm trying to get her in focus here. See how she has actual eyelashes? They look like they're rooted. That's how they made them. The hair, even though it's kind of messed up, it needs to be reset, is intact. Look at the ears. These dolls had earring holes because earrings were available for these dolls, and very often they were left in for decades and it'll turn green in the spots, or sometimes the whole side of their head will turn green. And her ears are clean. Her breasts are intact. That's very important also because lots of little girls used to like to take stud earrings and make nipples, and there will be holes in their breasts. Fingers. Notice the fingers are actually separated. Very often you'll find these with the pinkies missing completely. And her feet are intact. That's also very important because very often you will find these dolls with chew marks all over their feet. Little girls like to chew on Barbie's feet for some reason. This one is from 1962, and I know that because she's straight-legged. The joints don't bend. Very nice condition for a brunette mod. What's she worth? I know I went on and on, but there's some important things to know about when you run across an actual vintage Barbie. What is she worth? Probably about $35 a nude like this. The clothing that she was wearing was newer stuff, and she didn't belong in it, so I took it away. I know, I'm silly. Radioshack Armitron, which was actually made by the Tandy Corporation. Actually, it says it right there. Tandy Corporation, if you remember these from the 80s, and it's battery operated, and you operate these little controls to use the arm. And Armatron here was $3. So what is Armatron worth? Working loose condition like this, and really clean too, because this plastic tends to discolor. Working nice condition like this, loose, Armatron's worth 30 and up. He might even fetch $35 or $40 if I'm lucky. But loose, I would say conservatively about $30. Armatron was a really good find. A lot of people looking for that stuff. Lastly, take a look down here. $4 a piece I paid for these. I'm not actually going to sell these. I'm going to keep them because I actually use these. But you know what they are. They're the hand weights like you find in Walmart or Target stores. But in Walmart or Target stores, these will run you around $55 a piece. So for $4 a piece, that's outstanding. Even in used condition, if you were to try to sell these, you can get 20, 25 a piece for them used. And like I said, 50 bucks, 55 a piece new. Or you could get them from online. If you went to Target or Walmart online, it would be cheaper than 50 or 55. It would be more like 40 or 45 a piece, because they discount these. It's cheaper for them to ship it through the post than it is for you to get it in the store for some reason. But that was a good find. I thought I'd go ahead and show it to you anyway. And all in all, that is what I pulled off, and I think I have a nice collection of stuff here.